Hey, what's up? What's up, everyone? What's up? It's your boy Jay Richards here, and you are now tuned into another episode of Jay's Spot, episode 31. What's up? What's up? I don't know. Facebook wasn't giving me, the opportunity to sign on. Every time I tried to sign on, it would say something about the network was busy or something of that nature, but I'm finally on. The time is 8:20. I'm sorry. Time is 8:50. I'm sorry about that. But, I'm here. Took me a little while to get here, but I'm here. And we on episode 31. I'm going to try to give it some time for people to sign on and, just sign on. So, tonight's episode is rather a very interesting topic. When I had posted it to my Facebook, I was getting a lot of, I wouldn't call it backlash, but I was getting a lot of feedback. And I'm actually happy, I came up with this topic because it's a lot going on against some real fathers out there that's doing the right thing, but they're being cheated on life. So I just say, I'm gonna talk about it. And that's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna talk about it. And the episode for tonight is, should a child support paying father be able to file his children on his taxes? So we want to talk about that. Like, we want to know if there are fathers out there rather that's paying child support, been doing what they've been doing from day one, been by their kids' sides, been active in their lives and just doing what a father is supposed to do. We just want to know, like, should they be able to file for their kids on their tax return? Now, as I stated a little while ago, when I put the topic up earlier on my Facebook, I got a lot of backlash. A lot of some women were basically against it. They were like, no, the father shouldn't file, regardless to what. The kid or the kids are with the mother 90% of the time. So what if he get the kids only every other weekend or whatever. So I found it a little unfair because I always have to go back to this. When the two parents are good, when the two parents are fine, they're together, they're in a relationship, everything is fine. The father could file, they take turns, this, that, and the third. But it's like, soon as those two parents are not together, it's so everything gets cut. Like, no, the father can't do this, the father can't do that. And how is that fair to a father who's doing what he's been doing, and that's taking care of his kids and raising his kids? Now you have some parents out there. They're only concerned about the materialistic things. That's all. They only care about the money. They don't care if you see the kids. They don't care if you even call the kids for their birthdays or holidays. All they're concerned about is that payment. Like, yo, where my money at? If you pay child support weekly, where my money at? If you pay child support bi-weekly, where my money at? It's like, that's all they're concerned with. But when you two guys were together, everything was fine. Everything was fine, but it's like, soon as y'all not together, it's like, the man can't do this. The father can't do this. The father can't do that. And it's like, why? Is that fair? Is that fair to a man who's paying child support? Why can't he file his children on his taxes? Why must it only be the custodial parent? Why must it only be the mother? Why can't be the non-custodial parent? Why the father can't file? Now, some women and I'm putting this clear as day. Some women get some of my episodes twisted. When they hear I'm talking of child support, they just automatically think I'm talking about all men. Like, I'm not talking about all men. I'm talking about, and please understand this clearly, I'm talking about the fathers that do for their kids. A father that does for his kids, I feel, should not be going through child support. A father that has been there for his kids from day one, since the kids came out the womb, I feel he should not be on child support. Don't use the kids as pawns to hurt these fathers. And if y'all been following my episodes, and I've been, rocking with J Spot over a year now, I'm saying the same thing I've said in my past episodes. If the father is a deadbeat and he don't do anything for the kids, like he don't even buy a can of milk, a pack of wipes, a box of Pampers, then those are the men I'm talking about. Those are the men that should not file. Those are the men that should not benefit from filing for his child or his children on his taxes. Those are the men. So when I talk about child support, I'm only talking about the men that do for their kids. The men that have been doing for their kids from day one. The men that been there from day one. The men who have to turn their cheek and deal with the abuse from their kid's mother because, they don't want to, they don't want to go through anything negative. They just like, yo, you know what? I'm going to let her talk reckless to me. I don't even care. It's just the kids I care about. Those are the men I'm talking about. The men that do for their kids. Because it's a difference. It's a difference. I'm only talking about the men that do for their kids. Like, and believe you me, it's many, many fathers out there who have kids and don't acknowledge their kids. And those are the ones that should be suffering. Those are the ones that should not, honestly, whether they don't do for their kids, I feel they should still see their kids, but it's the father's choice. Because you have some fathers, when I say father's choice, you have some fathers that the mother could be pushing the kids onto the father, and the father like, yo, I don't even deal with you, so I don't want to have anything to do with the kids. Those fathers are wrong. Those men out there are wrong. But best believe at the end, when it's all said and done, they got to answer to the man up above. They got to answer for that sin. So the fathers that don't want to have anything to do with their kids, that just don't care for their kids, those are the ones that should suffer. But not these fathers out here who are busting their ass and paying their child support and keeping up with their child support. Even some fathers get backed up with their child support, with their arrears, that they out there got to get a second job just to keep up with their child support. Those are the fathers that's suffering out there. And those are the fathers that I'm talking about. So I just want to know, like, from my viewers out there, like, is it right? Like, is it right that a child support paying father should suffer and not be able to file for his kids on his tax return, or what? Like, how do y'all feel about that? Because, like I said, me personally, and it was a friend of mine who had hit me up on my Instagram and was basically talking about the topic, and everything she said, I was with her 100%. No, scratch that. I was with her 1,000%. She said it starts at home. Like, a lot of these women were raised messed up. A lot of them did not have a father figure, period, in their lives. And then the mother figure that they do have, they just also money hungry. So it's like, yo, y'all not together anymore? He left you, girl? Oh, put him on child support. But it's like, come on, it's about these kids. It's not about the mother and the father anymore. Y'all relationship It ended. It ain't work out. So be it. So be it. But why does it? Why should you have to go to the court to get a judge to tell or to hurt this man's pockets just because you can't get back at him any other way? Why do you have to go to the court? Why you can't be a mature, civilized, and grown up person and say, you know what, let's sit down and talk. All right, we ain't work out, whatever. But let's try to work this out. It's about the kids. It's about the kids. And on my Instagram, I had another viewer who basically went off on my topic. Like, she just went off. It was in reference to someone, but she basically was like, yo, what about she was like, I can't remember everything word for word, but she basically was saying, what about when you do let the father claim the child or the children on his taxes, but then he don't send any money. He don't call for holidays. He basically don't acknowledge that he have kids, but he do get the chance to file. Now, a situation like that, then yeah, that's wrong. That's messed up. And it hurts because you have some women out there that they're fair. They are really fair. They will be like, you know what? We didn't work out. You want to claim the kid, the child or the kids. Here's their social. Do what you got to do. But, send me something back, because, I'm not going to be able to file. So at least send me something back. So you have some women out there that have good hearts, that have good hearts. And whether the guy left the girl or the girl left the guy, however the separation happened, you have some women out there that they will really turn the other cheek and be like, look, hey, you could claim the kids, but just give me back a little something, just give me something back to help out with. And it's sad because you have some fathers that just mess it up for the real good fathers, the real good fathers who want to file for their kids and do what they got to do the right thing by their kids. And one of my other viewers, she was basically telling me, she basically was saying that if the father does file for his kids, put some money up in a banking account, open up a savings account and be like, look, this is going to be for my kids. So, as he get paid gradually, he puts something in there. And that's not a bad idea. I'm all for that. But you have some fathers out here. Let's be like, I'm being 100 with y'all, because J Spot is all about honesty. You have some fathers out there that they'll get their money, that tax money, because they claim their child or their children. They'll get that money and won't get their kids anything. They'll go buy, the newest True Religion outfit, the newest this. They'll go splurge and get like a rental for like 2-3 weeks. And those failing to realize that because of that child or those children that they claimed is why they're being able to splurge like that. Because we all know if you don't have a dependent, if you don't claim, you ain't going to get back anything. So some fathers out there also need to be fair with the mothers and be like, look, thank you for letting me claim my child or my children on my taxes, but here's a little $1,500, here's a little $2,000. Because without that dependent, those fathers won't be able to do the things that they're doing. So yes, it's some fathers out there that really do mess it up for the real good fathers, the real solid fathers. It's true. It's sad, but it's true. Got a comment in from Marie. Marie comment is, if a father is taking care of his children, then he should be able to file for his child. I mean, at the end of the day, if he is paying for his kids, he is maintaining a relationship, whether court ordered or not. It's only fair that he gets the same benefits that the mother has. I agree. Especially if there is joint custody. I agree. No one parent holds more weight of it. No one parent holds more weight than the other. I agree. Marie, I absolutely agree. And honestly, you have a clean heart. You have a clean, fair heart. Because like I said in my other topics before, when it came to child support, when it was the mother and the father conceiving those kids or that child, no judge was there, no magistrate was there. So why the F, excuse my language, why the F does a magistrate or a judge have to basically dictate what should be paid? No court should get involved in any of a mother and a father's quarrel. Now, only time a court should get involved is like, if the mother's trying to be fair or the father's trying to be fair, and y'all just can't come to an agreement. And that's because either one parent wants a little more than the other parent, or like asking for these ridiculous amounts. Like for my situation, like my kid's mother, like she wanted an amount that was unreal. And I'm looking at her like, are you serious? So I guess I don't have bills. I guess I don't have to take care of the kids when I have them on my weekends. I guess I'm supposed to just suffer. And it's sad when you have a dirty and a ugly heart. And it's like they say, God don't like ugly, but it's sad when you have a dirty heart because you just being greedy just for yourself. You just want to have money. You just want to be able to do and do and do, but the father's not supposed to be able to do and do and do. Like for myself, it's been, wow, I would say it's been about 4 years since I've last filed for my son on my taxes. I believe it's been like the last about 4 years, maybe longer. I'm just throwing a curveball here, maybe longer, but it hurt. It really did hurt because, as I stated, when everything is fine, the father gets to claim. The father, y'all take turns. The father this year, the mother that year. The father this year, the mother that year. But it's like soon as y'all don't work out, or soon as y'all go y'all separate ways, no more of the father filing. That's why I will always tip my hat and salute any woman out there that puts their children first. Because it's a lot of women out here who don't put their kids first. They put in their new boyfriend. They're putting all these other things before their kids. And if you guys out there know Jay, if y'all know Jay, y'all know I put my kids always first. Always. Because I'm just trying to basically give them the life I didn't have growing up. That's all. I'm just trying to get them a life I didn't have growing up. Because there's so many kids out here who are fatherless and don't have a father. So many kids out here who are fatherless. Don't have a father. Don't know how to ride a bike. Don't know how to tie their shoelaces. Don't know how to tie a tie. Don't know how to play basketball. Don't know how to play football. Like, it's so many children out here who are fathers, and you have these mothers out here who just don't care. It's like they put their own selfish needs before their kids' needs. And it's like, how can you call yourself a mother? How? So, Marie, about with your comment, like, you are absolutely right. Like these women out here, like they're only for self. They're only selfish. They only care about their needs and their needs only. They're not looking at it as It should be 50-50. They're not looking at it as that. They're only looking at it as, it's about them. Like, they don't care if the father don't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out. They don't care. All they're concerned with is getting their payments, their child support. And it's like, when does it end? When does it stop? When do both parents put the kids first? When does that time come when, the mother and the father both come to an agreement, like, look, I'm removing you off child support. Let's just work this out amongst ourselves. I don't need no court involved. This is our child or our children. Let's work this out amongst ourselves. When is that day gonna come? So, about the topic, I really do feel like a father, if he's paying child support, I really feel he should be able to file his child or his children on his taxes. I really do feel it, and I'm not saying that because I'm just saying that just to say it. I'm honestly saying that it should be fair. Fair is fair. And I'm a fair person. Always have, always been. Like, the father should be able to do his part as well. And another thing too, you have some, and I've noticed this in my situation. You have some women, they only want to do for the kids. They want to be the ones to buy the newest Jordans or the newest Air Max, or take the kids out and do all this nice, lavish lifestyles for the kids. And they don't want the father to have any type of money to do any of those for the kids as well. Now, is that fair? Because when you look at it, the kids are only going to look at the mother as, oh, mommy's the one doing everything for us. Mommy's the one doing this. Mommy's the one doing that. When in all reality, the father can't do any of those things because he has child support lingering over his head. He has arrears lingering over his head. So how can he do any of these things and be looked at as well as a hero or as a great father? How can he do any of those things when he has a system on his back? He has a system taking his check before he can even see his check. Oh, you got paid today? Okay, give us our, $250 or $300. However it goes, because it goes by your income. So it's not fair. I can remember when, because I'm roughly 2 years in on child support. I can remember when I first was put on child support. I wasn't even working. But to be the evil, person that my kid's mother, the evil person that my kid's mother is, she didn't care. She just straight out told me, look, when you get a job, you'll catch up. And it's like, so this don't got anything to do with money, really. This really has everything to do with because you're hurt or you're bitter. Like, when I tell you I cried nights, I cried. And I'm a man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I cried because it's like it was just building up. And I started working. Don't get it twisted. I started working, but before I started working, it was just building up. And I'm like, and I'm doing my research and I'm hearing all these things, like hearing these things and seeing them as well. I'm hearing them and seeing them as well. And it's like, oh, if you reach 2,500, they stop your driver's license. They stop your passport. My kid's mother told me she didn't care. She didn't care if that happened to me. And it's like, behind every action is a reaction. So, if they stop my driver's license, you do know I can't drive to pick up my kids. You do know that, right? Yeah, she knew that. Did she care? No. You do know that if I reach this certain amount, they cancel my passport. I can't fly, which means I can't take my kids on a vacation with me. Did she care? No. So everything was just to hurt me. Just to hurt me. And there's so many women out here who are doing this to so many fathers that just want to be there for their kids. Like, if it didn't work out between you and the father, so be it. Move on. It's many, many other men out there in the sea. Just like there's many, many other women out there in the sea. But stop using these kids as a pawn just to hurt the man's pockets. Just because y'all didn't work out. That's not fair. That is not fair. Because like I said, when it's all said and done, y'all gotta, those kind of mothers gotta answer to the man up above. They don't gotta answer to me. I'm no judge or no jury. But the man upstairs, he is. He watches everything. He sees everything that's going on. And when that time come and you come before him, he gonna look at you like, so you put this man who been there, been doing what he's been doing for his kids, you put him on child support because what? He left you? Because you felt played? You feel like a single mother? You, like, come on. Come on. The father may have left the mother, yes, but that father didn't leave those kids. Now, if he left the mother and the kids, then that's a different story. But for a person like me in my situation, I just left my kid's mother. I didn't leave my kids. I'm still here fighting with my kids. I'm still actually in court with my kid's mother. I'm still going through it. 2 years in, I'm still going through it. Why? Because I'm not someone you could just walk all over. I'm a fighter. If I got to go to court 5 years straight for my kids, I'm going to go to court 5 years straight for my kids. Point blank, period. No way around it. That's just me. And that's what I'm trying to instill in my kids is to never give up, to always fight. Martin Luther King ain't give up. He fought. Malcolm X ain't give up. He fought. Rosa Parks ain't give up. She fought. Harriet Tubman ain't give up. She fought. So it's like I should just be a floor mat and let you just walk all over me. It don't work like that. That's why I'm trying to help so many fathers out there that's suffering, that's going through whether child support, whether visitation, whether joint custody. I'm just trying to, shed light and help them. And I just pray, and I pray daily that my episodes reach some women out there that's being vindictive, that's being evil. And I just hope it reach some of them and be like, yo, this man Jay is right. I put my kid's father on papers just because he left me, or just because we didn't work out. Like, let's break this cycle. Like, this is a little off the topic, but it's just like the Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z admitted to cheating on Beyonce. So many people out there were like, yo, she gonna leave him, she gonna divorce him, this, that, and third. But really and truly, they had God in their relationship. And they broke the cycle. They fought through it. Now, I know some women out there, they feel, you cheated me one time, I'm out the door. Okay, that's some women. But if y'all could work through it. Some relationships can be saved, and some just can't be saved. So the women out there that's doing this evil, bitter, man, I don't even know what to call it. I just feel it's not right. It's so many fathers out here suffering. So many fathers out here busting their ass, working just to pay their child support. They're not even working to pay their lights or buy a Metro card or put gas in their car to get to work. They're working basically just to take care of their child support because because why? They know if they reach that amount that the driver's license is getting revoked. Their passport is getting revoked. And more importantly, they might even see jail time. Now, If you have one of those mothers out there, those kids' mothers that want to see you in jail, you got to be on that. You got to be on your payments, because if you're not on your payments, you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna go to jail, and that's another situation that's sad, because you have these mothers out here. You rather see your kid's father go to jail where he can't see his kids, or because you wanted to put him on papers because y'all didn't work out. Like I always say, behind every action is a reaction. Like a lot of women out here don't think about these things. They just automatically think about themselves and themselves only. They don't put these kids first. And these kids should be put first. These kids come before you. So try to work it out with the father. Like, stop trying to hurt this man because y'all ain't work out. Stop it. Now, like I said earlier, when I started the episode, I'm sorry. Like I said earlier, if this man is not doing for his kids, if he's not doing for his kids, then yes, he should not file. He should not be able to claim. He should not be able to do any of that. Any of that. I'm sorry. He shouldn't be able to do any of that. But these fathers that are doing for their kids, like, let's be real here. They shouldn't be suffering like the way they're suffering. And there's so many fathers that's like suffering to the point, like, for example, it's a lot of fathers, you know, they reach out to me via YouTube or via my Instagram, and a lot of them been telling me like, yo, I see what you're doing. I like what you're doing. Like, you're standing up for us fathers out here that's suffering and doing for our kids. Like, you're standing up for us. And when I hear it, it's like I didn't do it really for the recognition. I mainly did it because it's wrong. Like, it's so many fathers out here that is suffering. Like, I could remember a time, I was working at Cablevision. This was many years ago. And this dude had 3 kids. And every time we got paid, I would always wonder to myself, like, what is he talking about? Why what is he talking about? He only have $20 to his name. I'm like, yo, we just got paid. We got like a damn near $900 check. How you only got $20 to your name? All right. Come to find out, he finally, you know, broke down in the break room and told myself and other coworkers what was going on. He's like, yo, I'm paying child support. My baby mother want me in jail, and she don't care that I can't feed myself. Like, this dude, I mean, if I ever was to run into him to this day, like, and he was to see this episode, he'd be like, yo, I remember I used to cry in that room to you, man. I remember it. Like, he would cry. And it was many times like I'll go to the bank, get my money, and I'll come back. I'll be like, yo, you want? I'm getting Chinese. You want some Chinese food? Like, I'm getting McDonald's. You want some McDonald's? And he'll look at me and be like, yo, thanks, Jay. He's like, you don't even know what I'm going through, man. Like, I can't even live anywhere. I can't even pay any rent because they take all my money. And at that time, my son was about, when I was working with Cablevision, my son was about 2 or 3. So at that time, everything was okay with me and my son's mother. And I didn't understand the whole child support. I didn't know I knew what it was, but I didn't, care for it because I'm like, I'm doing for my kid, for my child. So I don't care for that. But now, years later, I now see what that I forgot what his name was. I believe it was Andre. I now see what he was going through. We would get paid bi-weekly. This boy would cry. I only got $20 to my name. This is not fair. And I would just look at him like, yo, what is he talking about? Like, we just got a $900 paycheck. How you don't got any money? And then he opened up and told us, yo, child support eating me alive. My baby mother don't want me to live. My baby mother want me in jail. My baby mother this, my baby mother that. And I'm not going to lie to you. At that time, I used to laugh. I used to be like, what? Like, your baby mother, what? I'm like, yo, you better take care of kids. But that's the thing. He was taking care of his kids. He would show me pictures in his cell phone. He would show me pictures of stuff he did for his kids, stuff he bought for his kids. On his weekends, he had them, and it's like, this man is doing for his kids. So how is she being that evil and having his money garnished? I didn't understand it. But now that I'm personally going through it, I see what that man went through. I hope he found peace. I hope him and his kid's mother, they worked it out. But that boy went through it. He went through it. And it wasn't fair. It wasn't right, but me being the type of person I am with the good heart that I have, I helped out. I gave when I could. I gave when I could. He like I said, I would get my money. I would go to the bank. I'll come back. I'm like, yo, I'm getting Chinese. You want Chinese? I'm getting McDonald's. You want McDonald's? Like, that was just the type of person I am. That was just the type of person. Because no father that's doing for his kids should be suffering. Just like no mother should have to raise a child by themselves. It should be both parents. So I also feel for the mothers who are raising their kids by themselves. I feel for them as well. This is not just a one-sided thing. This is absolutely not a one-sided thing. Like, I feel for parents who have to raise their children by themselves. It shouldn't be that way. But the fathers that are doing for their kids, they should not be suffering. They should not be limited to doing the things they want to do. Like, they should be able to be treated fairly. Brown, what's up? What's up, brother? What's up? Salute. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Just, bring you up to speed. I'm basically talking about, child support and fathers. Like, should a paying child support father be able to file for his children on his taxes? And I was getting a little backlash with the topic, because some women were coming out saying, no, the father shouldn't file. The father shouldn't file. And it's like, how can you move like that? How can you operate like that? When both parents were together, the father's filing. So now, because the parents are not together, it's only the mother that should file? Like, no. It's not right. I understand that it's a lot of women out there as well that are suffering. There's a lot of women out here who make kids with men, and them. If the man don't want to have anything to do with the mother, he turns his back, and the woman's to suffer. I see it. I see it every day. I see it every day on the daily. I see it, and those men, their judgment day is coming. They'll have to answer to the higher being. They'll have to answer to them, and pay for that sin. Because for me, like I've always said, my father wasn't around. He was in and out of my life. And I always talked about this man, my next door neighbor, which is Mr. Calvin. That man was a father figure to me. Honestly, that man is why I go so hard. Because I saw what that man used to do. I saw that was a real role model. That was a real father figure. And I will always say that I salute and tip my hat to Mr. Calvin. That man showed me what it was to be a father. That man showed me what it was to be a role model. And anywhere I go in this world, I ever, because he moved. He don't live in my building anymore. But anywhere I go, I bump into that man. Like, it will always be love. And I actually bumped into him in 2016 because his son got married. So I had went to the wedding in Aruba. And it was all love when I bumped into him and his wife, Miss Diane. It was all love. All love. I could never walk past them two in the streets and not salute them. But yes, I think they should be able to pay because they are contributing to the child income. I agree, Brown. I agree. And these magistrates and these judges, they don't see it like that. They automatically feel no. The father should pay the child support. The father pay it. They don't care if this man makes a $400 paycheck. If he makes a $400 paycheck, $200 and something got to go to child support. So how is that man supposed to live with that little $200 he have left? How is he supposed to pay his rent? How is he supposed to pay his light, his gas? How is he supposed to buy his Metro card, put gas in his car? How is he supposed to do so much with so little? The system is not right. The system is not right. Comment from Marie. Most women will feel that because they have the child most of the time that they should be the ones to claim the child. You're right. You're absolutely right, Marie. And that was one of the women on my Facebook. That's what she basically was saying. She was like, "Oh, the kids with me 90% of the time. No, the father shouldn't claim." But it's like, how you sleep with yourself at night? How do you know you going to bed with a full bank account and your kid's father's going to bed with peanuts in his bank account? Like, how does that make you sleep at night? That's why I always said, I will always say this, like, I salute the women out there that put them kids first. I salute them women that put them kids first. I salute them women that's all for co-parenting. Like, I'm in a co-parenting stage. Is it going on a co-parenting level? No. Because my kid's mother, she's still the person that she is, which is bitter. But at the end of the day, I just look at the kids. Like, for example, it was about 3 weeks ago. I got one for you, Brown. You gonna laugh at this one. It was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. My kid's mother, she texted me. She said to me, I don't remember word for word, but this is basically y'all gonna get the picture. She basically was telling me about my daughter's daycare. So apparently my daughter's daycare, the voucher was ending or something. It ended December 31st, 2017. She gonna hit me up and say to me, "Hey, are you gonna continue paying the child support because our daughter, her fee is $250 a week, and I won't be able to pay $250 on my own. So I need for you to continue paying the child support, so I could continue with her in the school." I looked at the text message on my phone. I'm like, this the same person who said she don't want a dime from me. You don't want a penny from me. But yet you go put me on child support. When I've been there doing for my son from day one and my daughter from day one. So all this is to her is money. Like, my kid's mother is a money hungry woman. I don't know what else. I don't know how else to put it. Like, she's just money hungry. So I responded back to her and I'm like, aren't you getting your child support? Aren't the payments being made? Was there a lapse in the payments? You're getting your child support on time, because when I get paid, you get paid, basically. So when I see my money, you see your money. And she basically was saying, well, I just need to know, because if you stop paying it for any reason, I can't pay $250 on my own. You told me you was big shot. You told me you got your mother that will always help you. Your mother always been in your corner from day one. So why you coming to me asking me this foolishness? Because remember, your mom's was the one doing from day one, right? You made it seem like I didn't do anything for my kids. That's the picture you got me painted as, that I don't do anything for my kids. That's why I'm happy and I'm glad that my son is of age to see, and he has understanding of all that I'm doing. When my son asks me for money for a game to purchase, to play on his phone or his computer, he gets it. If he don't get it that same day, he'll get it the very next day. If my son wants to have fun, all he gotta say is, "Dad, I want to go out and do something." We going out and we doing something. Whether it's Dave and Buster's, whether it's well, out here in Brooklyn, we have this thing called Aviator. It's for the kids. Whatever it is. And that's why once spring comes back and summer come back, he gonna have endless amount of fun, just like my daughter, because it's gonna be so much we could do outdoors. You know, when winter is here, it's hard to do but so much because, you know, the cold and the snow. But yeah, I just love seeing my kids happy. Just love seeing them happy. Just love seeing them just happy. I think the bottom line is support. If both parents are supporting the child, then there should not be an issue. There should not be any issues of the file taxes for the child. Brown, I agree, Brown. I agree. Like, if both parents are doing, it should go fairly. Okay, you claim this year, or you claim that year. You claim this year, whatever. Or if it's two kids, you know, split it. From now on, you claim this child. From now on, I claim this child. But when you're dealing with a money-hungry woman, you'll be lucky if it goes that way. You'll be lucky. From Marie, they don't care. Remember, if they are bitter or petty, it wouldn't matter to them. They don't care what you are left with. That, Marie, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. My kid's mother, she like I said, she told me plain straight to my face, she don't care. She don't care if my license gets taken. She don't care if my passport gets taken. She don't care if I do jail time. She told me straight up. That's why I will always say, if the devil had a daughter, there she go. If the devil had a daughter, there she go. Because the things she put me through, the things she did to me, it's like, how can you sleep at night with yourself? How can you sleep at night comfortably knowing you got money in your account? You know, you can run to the account and withdraw money, but for the father, you don't care if he don't have a dime to his name. How? Like, I just don't get it. Bro, that is crazy. Her mentality is like that. Bro, she gets it from her mother. You know the saying, the apple don't fall too far from the tree? Her mother's the same way. Money hungry. That's why a lot of the times, like, they couldn't see their way with life. A lot was happening to them negative. A lot. And they were always wondering, like, oh, why is this happening? Why is this, that, and the third? I would just sit there and watch and be like, y'all know exactly why it's happening. Y'all don't want to accept it or face it, but y'all know exactly why. And it's crazy that her mother raised her like that. To just be money hungry. Like, she would be more, both of them, my baby mother and her mother, they both would be concerned with the materialistic stuff rather than the bonding or the spending time. And me, I'd rather spend time. Yes, granted, if I have the money and my kids need it, they will get it. But with my baby mother, she is all for money. Much greed is greed. And it's sad because greed is serious. Like, I never thought I would come across people like this, but it's happening. Comment from Brown. Many women have bad experiences with men or have hatred for their father for not being in their childhood. So they try to abuse men any which way they can. Yep. And Brown, it's like I always said. I knew the situation with my kid's mother. Her father wasn't in her life. Her father wasn't there for a report card signing. For a report card, for a birth certificate signing. Her father wasn't there for any of her life. Growing up. And the mother, I would never forget it. My kid's mother, her father, because he was in the service. He came across some money. And I would never forget it. I forgot what we were doing. Well, at that time, me and my kid's mother, we were on fair terms. But I believe I was on a couch watching television or something like that. And my kid's mother called and was like, oh, such and such came across some money, this, that, and third. You want to know what's the first thing that woman said? After she said all that, she was like, oh, well, maybe I should go back and open back up the child support and get my money. For all the years I took care of you and he wasn't there. Yo, when I heard that, I was like, yo, this lady is not serious. This lady cannot be serious. Like, this lady said, should I go and open back the case to get the money for all the years I raised you? I was like, yo, it's so many signs I witnessed, but I just brushed it under the table. And that's my fault. That's my fault. But just because my kid's father wasn't there for her, don't chase me away from my responsibilities. And my responsibilities are my kids. Don't go and try to hurt my pockets because we didn't work out. Move on. I moved on, so why you can't move on? And that's all it is. That's all it is. It's bitterness. It's selfishness. It's vindictiveness. It's so much. So much that I was dealing with and that I'm still dealing with. But it's crazy, Brown. It's crazy. Because like you said, like, they didn't have a father figure in their lives, so the hatred towards men, it's like, yo, all men are the same. That's how they feel, and that's not true. All men are not the same. You have some fathers out here who really want to do for their kids. And then you have some fathers out here who really don't give two fucks about their kids. But I fall under the category of the fathers who want to do for their kids. That's the category I fall under. And I fell under that category since day one. We as people, we got to do better, man. We got to do better. And it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of fighting. It's going to take a lot of sleepless nights. But I believe we can make it happen. Because I'm quite sure when Martin Luther King was fighting for equality rights and everything, I'm quite sure it was a lot of nights he couldn't sleep. I'm quite sure it's the same for Malcolm X. I'm quite sure the same for Rosa Parks. I'm quite sure they went through a lot of sleepless nights, but it took years. It took years, but we got there. So I'm gonna fight, and if it's gonna take me years as well, so be it. Because at the end of the day, I know when my time come, I know I'm gonna have a legacy that people gonna look back on and say, "Yo, he was fighting. He was doing his thing. He was trying to be fair about it." That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to have these bitter women, these bitter mothers see. Like, it's about being fair. Don't strip this man of everything just because y'all ain't work out. Come on, it's about them kids. Them kids come first. Them kids come first. But it's approaching my 1 hour mark. I want to thank you guys once again for tuning in. If you can, click the share button at the bottom of the screen. Just click the share button. Let's share this onto your Facebook friends list. Let's just break this cycle, man. Let's just break it. Let's just break it. It's not right. So many suffering, so many hurting, and it don't have to be that way. It really don't have to be that way. Good topic, bro. Glad I was able to link in. Be cool, fam. Thanks, bro. Thanks. I appreciate you, man. I always tell you that. I appreciate you. Before I go, also, for those people out there, like my bro, he's stationed out in Connecticut, and he do like printing, shirts, coffee mugs, pillows, things of that nature. Like hit him up, jump in his DM, see what y'all looking for, y'all want to get made. Like hit him up, like check his work out and spread the word, man. It's all about helping out, helping one another. So hit up my bro, check out his work. If you need anything printed, made, things of that nature, just hit him up. He'll work with you. Just hit him up. It's always love. It's always love. I'm all about supporting those who trying to do better and about growth. I'm all about growth. So hit my brother up, check him out, holla at him, scream at him. He working, he grinding just like I'm working and I'm grinding. He got a 9 to 5 just like I got a 9 to 5. So hit him up, man. Thanks for the shout out, fam. I appreciate it. Good looking. It's all love, bro. It's all love. Trust me. It's all love. It's all love. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always supporting. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for retweeting. Thank you for doing your part, man. It's all love. Trust me. But like I always say, if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, any topic you want me to approach, just hit me an email. Shoot me an email. My email address is actorjrichards@gmail.com. Once again, that's actorjrichards@gmail.com. As well, I'm on Facebook, J Richards, Snapchat, Instagram, @RealJRichards. Hit me up, check me out. Support. I support those who support me. Until next time, I'm going to catch you guys. This was episode 31. So, next week, episode 32. And I'm just keep pushing. I'm pushing. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for, giving me an hour of your time. And I'll catch you guys next week. Next Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Salute.